Used his team and also the mandate of the team, which is to peruse the BBI report so that as county assemblies of this country, who are major stakeholders in this process, are able to have our say in the whole issue. I wish to say at the outset is that we are happy that the two principals in the BBI process are contacting and consulting with the stakeholders. We were happy to see His Excellency the President and the Prime Minister meet members of Parliament and Senate in Naivasha. We are also happy that the concerns of the members of the Senate and the members of the County Assembly, of the National Assembly, were addressed to their satisfaction. As the County Assemblies Forum of this country, representing the 2,287 of our members, that is including the speakers, that we are looking forward to the earliest opportunity and at the convenience of the President and the Prime Minister, so that we are able to sit and make clear our position on some of the issues. We thank the Hajj Committee because most of our issues were addressed, although we had wanted 45% of all the revenue to go to the counties, and of the last audited accounts not approved by Parliament, the last audited, 45% of it, that 5% is good enough for the time being. And for that, we know that devolution will be entrenched and protected and secured. But still, there are issues that were never addressed. And those are the issues that in those consultations with His Excellency the President, we believe that there is room for amendment of the constitutional bill. We have heard some talk that the bill is good to go, that it will not be amended, but we know that it is possible for it to be amended because the needs and the aspirations of the Senate of this country are going to be incorporated. So already the bill is open, the constitutional amendment bill is open for amendment. We know that CDF was not there and that it is now going to be incorporated. We know that then the constitutional amendment bill will be amended. And our aspirations, and speaking for Ajiko at the grassroots, being the local leaders in this country, we believe that there is still room for the constitutional bill to be amended and for those issues to be incorporated. Mainly, some of the issues, although the chair will outline what they are doing, we told the committee to look at the area of the Ward Development Fund. The concept is itself, as assemblies of this country, we are proud that for the first time since devolution, the Ward Development Fund, the ward as the primary unit of development, has been recognized. What is there now that requires consultations is what percentage of all the revenues coming to the county should go to the ward. And for that, the chair and his team will come out with it. It has been said that the ministers in the national government, 50% of them will come from the National Assembly. And we are saying that this should be, as a general concept, should be replicated in the counties, where 50% of the CECs in the counties should come from the county assembly. But the chair still and his committee will tell us whether they would want 50% or 75% for consideration by the National Governing Council of CAF and also by the General Assembly of the Counties Assemblies Forum, which will be meeting Friday next week. And there are other issues like the guaranteed minimum returns on our farmers' produce, and we are expecting that that is also an area that should be addressed before we have the amendment bill come to the assemblies. That 5% of all the resources of this country will be coming to the counties. The assemblies require to be facilitated as good as the national parliament. This is because assemblies will be oversighting the majority of the development budget in this country. And when assemblies cannot be able to even enroll forensic auditors, fiscal analysts, to help them in doing oversight, the way the national parliament does, it will not be possible. So we are saying whatever is happening in the national level to facilitate the member of parliament to do their work effectively, it must be replicated in the county assemblies. This task force will come with that information in detail so that we are able to move on. Otherwise, ours is that we expect that this document will get the concurrence of our members of county assemblies by us being consulted and us being allowed our space. And as of now, we are just waiting for those consultations so that as assemblies we are able to speak in one voice. And again, it must be known very clearly that it is assemblies which will decide whether a referendum will happen in this country or it will not happen. Because it is assemblies which will pass the constitutional amendment bill. If we don't pass it, then there can never be a referendum. So we must at this time be taken with the seriousness that the Constitution donates to the county assemblies of this country. All we want is the best for this country, the best for Wajiko, and this is the time that those pitfalls that have been bedefiling devolution are addressed for once and for all.